Okay, seriously. I just finished reading this and I'm buzzing. The sheer scope of this chapter is mind-blowing. We're talking city planning, population management, and military strategy all rolled into one. This leader is playing 4D chess. I mean, the way he's redistributing people, granting titles and setting up these new counties. It's borderline Machiavellian. The wildling absorption system is morally gray, but the potential for upward mobility is intriguing. What really got me, though, was the Sin Tribe's trade elder, New Way. This guy is a master manipulator. Giving up control to that chieftain Modin? Genius. He's setting up a long con and playing the long game, I think. That scene with the chili powder was hilarious, but the implications are huge. Will Modin be able to handle the Han tribe's power now that he is going to be the sole salt vendor? I'm dying to see how this all unfolds, especially with the cannibal threat looming. The bed crossbows? Yes. I can't wait to see those in action. This is just the beginning. Yu Yi had led the scout team out several days ago, and the location for the great battle had been decided. Fuma Pass. The Han tribe's resources, all sorts of equipment, were being continuously transported to Fuma Pass. And you, as the backbone of the Han tribe, especially in the eyes of the two recently joined tribal alliances who saw you as a living immortal, naturally had to appear on the walls of Fuma Pass to boost everyone's morale. The Barbican of Fuma Pass had 2 walls, each stretching 600 or 700 meters long. Although they were constructed of rammed earth without a single brick used, their thickness and height alone projected an imposing aura that just dared you to try and attack it. Ordinary assaults wouldn't even tickle it. At this moment, these 2 walls were densely packed with able-bodied young men who had just migrated. That's right, they were living on the walls. Why? The foundation for the new city behind Fuma Pass had only just been dug. There wasn't even a shadow of a wall yet. Relying on it for defense was purely wishful thinking. The Barbican in front couldn't house people either. It was intended for shutting the gates and shutting the gates and fighting the enemy. Furthermore, the space between the 2 walls was a steep cliff, and the connecting plank walkways hadn't been built yet, making ascending and descending the walls akin to rock climbing. Therefore, rather than struggling to climb up huffing and puffing when the enemy arrived, it was better to just set up camp on top beforehand. The women and children had already been safely evacuated to Hanyang City. Of the 3,000 migrants, nearly 1,000 able-bodied